right. In the meantime, let's shift focus and talk about what's happening in Tamil Nadu, because again, the focus seems to have shifted to New Delhi. Now, the victory of Vijay as the Chief Minister in Tamil Nadu elections, there is a buzz that the former BJP chief K. Annamalai may soon launch his own independent alternative in Tamil Nadu politics. So sources say that Annamalai is now looking for options, and Annamalai, who's in Delhi, where he is expected to meet the senior BJP leadership, including party president Nitin Nabin. Now, this is coming at a time when, Annamalai and his presence in the party is something which reportedly he is unhappy with. He did not even contest the recently concluded elections as well. And Annamalai, an IPS officer turned into a politician. What is now being said that his grievances is something that would be taken up as far as the leadership meeting is concerned in Delhi. Dharni is connected with us. So Dharni, this development is coming nearly a month after Tamil Nadu elections. And of course, what happens with Annamalai, that seems to be a decision which he says that in some time from now, he will give out the reasons.
Well, sources within the Annamalai camp tell us that he is pretty upset with the recent developments in Tamil Nadu, especially the fact that he has not been given a new role or responsibility for the past 1 year, because in April 2025, Annamalai was made to step down from the state president role here in Tamil Nadu, and he was replaced by Nagendran. So since then, the BJP's top leadership in Delhi, they've been telling that Annamalai will be used at the appropriate time for the party, and that he'll be given a bigger role. But it's been more than 1 year and Annamalai has not been given any new role or responsibility, and this has deeply upsetted him, is what we're given to understand. And even during the assembly elections also, Annamalai's campaign was restricted to a few districts and a few assembly constituencies. His campaign was not statewide, and his campaign was restricted to a particular geographical area, which again upsetted him. And Annamalai, first of all, was not interested in BJP forging an alliance with the ADMK. He was always against the idea of an ADMK alliance, but still the BJP's central leadership went ahead and forged an alliance with the ADMK. And now we're looking at the results. The BJP's vote share has come down from 11% to almost 3%, compared to the 2024 parliamentary elections. So,
yes.
In light of all this, Annamalai feels that his scope in the party is, going down day after day, and that he might not have a bright
So will
future
his
in the party,
grievances be addressed? Because this is something which Annamalai is not ready to speak out openly before his meeting with the party leadership with the BJP happens in New Delhi. It remains to be seen what happens from here on. Please to stay on with us, Dharni, because most of us know already, as far as K. Annamalai is the former IPS officer who served as Tamil Nadu president of the BJP at one point. And when he was appointed to the post, he was the youngest Tamil Nadu BJP president at the age of 37. He was also credited for playing a very crucial role in expanding BJP's presence in Tamil Nadu. But then he was replaced when the AIADMK rejoined the NDA. And he was also known to be a popular leader among youth, which is why the BJP and his political rivals are now watching this very situation closely. Now, what top sources within the Annamalai camp are saying? Now, according to sources, what we are learning, that the BJP leader is starting to feel that there isn't much scope left for him within the party, and ever since that he was removed from the post of the state BJP president following the 2024 elections, he is yet to receive any new significant responsibility. Now, Annamalai is reportedly upset over this. He was not very active as far as in the elections that were recently concluded in 2026. In fact, sources within Annamalai camp say that the BJP leader could also contest the upcoming bypolls in Tamil Nadu if he chooses to exit the BJP. And when Annamalai was questioned by the media, he says that he will reveal the details on his next move within the coming few days.
எல்லாத்துக்கும் நன்றி. நான் பேசுறேன் நான் முறையா பேசுறேன். இந்த மாதிரி பேச நல்லா இருக்காது. எல்லாத்தையும் முறையா பேசுறேன். கீழே விழுந்துட்டீங்க. தலைவா அண்ணே உட்கார்ந்து ஒரு நிமிஷம் அண்ணே உட்கார்ந்து பொறுமையா 2 நாள் எல்லாம் பேசுவாங்க. அண்ணா எல்லா கேள்வி தலைவா ஒரு நிமிஷம் எல்லா கேள்விகளுக்கு பதில் சொல்றேன். உட்கார்ந்து பேசுவாங்க. 2 நாள்ல பேசுவோம். தேங்க்யூ அண்ணா. எல்லாத்துக்கும் பதில் சொல்றேன். நல்லா இருக்கீங்களாங்க ஐயா? அண்ணா 2 நாள்ல பேசுறேன்னு சொல்றேன். தேங்க்யூ அண்ணா. நீங்க உங்களை ஹர்ட் பண்ணிக்காதீங்க. 2 நாள்ல பேசுறேன். அண்ணா அன்புக்கு நன்றிங்க. அன்புக்கு நன்றி. அண்ணா நீங்க வலி உள்ளினா ஃளைட் விட்டுருவேன். அண்ணா யாரையும் தள்ளாதீங்க. அண்ணா நீங்க வலி விட்டா ஃளைட் பிடிப்பேன். அண்ணா 2 நாள்ல நான் தான் பேசுறேன். Thank you.
Well, let's go back to Dharani on this. So if Dharani, if he chooses to exit, then how big, it would be a risk that would pose for the BJP? Because that could also provide to be an early test of his personal popularity and his organizational strength as well if he wishes to contest the by-polls.
Well, the Annamalai impact in Tamil Nadu is pretty big. In fact, before Annamalai became the state president of the BJP in 2021, the BJP was not getting anything more than 3% of a vote share here in Tamil Nadu. But in 2024, during the parliamentary elections, when Annamalai was the state president and when he was leading the BJP here in Tamil Nadu, the BJP's vote percentage went up to 11%. That is the highest the BJP has got so far in Tamil Nadu in these many years of its politics here. But now again in 2026, after Annamalai stepped down and Nainar Nagendran became the state president, the number has again gone down to around 3%. So the Annamalai impact is something that the BJP cannot deny. Now Tamil Nadu is witnessing a generational shift in its political spectrum, because now the TN politics is all become Udanidhi Stalin versus Mr. Vijay. Udanidhi Stalin is also a youngster. Vijay is also a young face with a huge popularity. So at this juncture, it is only for the good for the BJP to have a young face, a young leader leading its charge in Tamil Nadu. So in case if Annamalai decides to quit the party, then that is definitely going to be considered as a massive loss for the BJP, and we can expect the BJP to try everything in its power to make sure Annamalai remains in the party. So today during the meeting,
we'll see as far as if his grievances are something which are addressed by the BJP leadership, as he is expected to meet them in the national capital. But what happens as far as with Annamalai is concerned, because what is being said, his reported differences with the BJP over the last few years, and the most significant fallout of him being removed as the state BJP president when the party decided to ally with the AIADMK, a move that failed to yield any expected dividends in 2026 elections. And here are some of the run-ins that the two sides have had in the recent past. Now, as far as back in 2023 is concerned, Annamalai's criticism of Jayalalitha led to the split of the AIADMK. And of course, when it comes to back in 2025, Annamalai stepped down as the state president of the BJP unit. Meanwhile, the BJP top leadership that once again reached out to the AIADMK for an alliance, and Annamalai was reportedly unhappy with this compromise formula. And then in March 2026, Annamalai was absent during Prime Minister's visit to Coimbatore. That had also raised a lot of eyebrows. And however, Annamalai did not contest the Tamil Nadu elections. And later, then he decided to criticize also when it comes to the government's directive on the 3-language policy. That seems to have already given an indication that he's reportedly unhappy within the ranks of the BJP. Meanwhile, the BJP has seen one of its best performance in Tamil Nadu's electoral politics when Annamalai was in charge of the party, which is why the party may be wary of losing him. And could that be a deciding factor? Well, this is an explainer coming in out from our senior executive editor, Madhav Das Gopalakrishnan.
Here's why neither side can ignore the Annamalai factor. Just look at the vote shares of the BJP in the last 4 elections, and that should give you a perspective of the impact that Annamalai has had. And it's been quite a splash. We're talking about the Lok Sabha elections in 2019. Here, what the BJP got in Tamil Nadu was 3.58%. Now, this is the vote share that they get in 2019 Lok Sabha polls. Let's go on to the 2021 assembly polls. So in 2021 assembly polls as well, the vote share was comparable. In fact, it was slightly less. It was 2.62%. This is the vote share in 2021. Let's now look at the 2024 Lok Sabha poll, because this is when Annamalai was the state chief. In 2024, they did much better. In fact, the highest ever in terms of vote share, it was at 11.4%. So this, of course, is a significant number if you consider the current performance in the 2026 assembly polls. In the 2026 assembly polls, were they able to retain this 11%? No. They came down drastically to 2.97%. This is the number that we're talking about. And this clearly shows you this particular election is an outlier in terms of the total numbers of voting percentage. Clearly, Annamalai had managed to create a bit of a buzz there in Tamil Nadu, and his exit has clearly hurt the party.
So the meeting that is slated to happen in the national capital, we'll get you the details as far as the developments that will take place in this story. In the meantime, we head into a short break.